Are you feeling tired? I don't just mean tired in your body, but tired in your mind. Tired of the noise, the endless stream of information, the constant notifications, and the pressure that never seems to let up. It's like a humming in the background of your life that never truly stops. But tonight, you have permission to leave it all behind. Tonight, we're going on a journey far away from the complexities of the modern world. Imagine yourself standing before a great ancient gate. The stone is weathered and cool to the touch. This is a gate to another time, another place. As you push it open, a low, groaning sound echoes. But it's not the sound of the city. It's the sound of history, of quiet strength. You step through, and with that single step, the chaotic symphony of traffic, sirens, and hurried conversations begins to fade. The harsh streetlights soften and dissolve behind you, replaced by the gentle, golden glow of dusk. You leave the concrete and asphalt behind, and your feet find a softer path, a simple dirt road leading out into the open air. The noise is gone now. There is only a profound, welcoming silence, a stillness that settles over you like a warm blanket. This journey is for you. It's a path designed to slow your racing thoughts, to deepen your breath, and to guide you gently, softly, toward a place of deep and restorative sleep. Let's walk this path together. The air here is different. It's clean and carries the scent of the earth, of things growing. As we walk further away from the city walls, the last rays of the sun paint the sky in shades of orange, pink, and deep purple. The world is bathed in a warm, honeyed light. To our left, an ancient olive grove stretches out across a gentle slope. The trees are gnarled and twisted, their silver-green leaves rustling softly in the evening breeze. They look like wise old storytellers, their branches reaching out as if to share secrets of centuries past. You can almost feel their peaceful, steady presence, rooted deep in the soil, having weathered countless seasons. The sound of the wind whispering through their leaves is the only music you need. It's a lullaby from nature itself, calming and constant. We continue along the path, our footsteps making a soft, rhythmic crunching sound on the dry earth. It's a slow, unhurried pace. There is no destination to rush to, no deadline to meet. The only goal is this moment, this breath, this step. The path curves gently to the right, revealing rows upon rows of grapevines. The vines are heavy with clusters of dark, plump grapes, nearly ready for harvest. The leaves, large and green, create a lush canopy. The scent of the ripe fruit hangs sweet and rich in the air. Imagine the patience it takes to tend to these vines, the slow, deliberate work that follows the rhythm of the seasons. There is a sense of order and tranquility here, a peaceful cycle of growth and rest. Each vine stands in its place, soaking in the last of the day's warmth, content and still. Your own body begins to mirror this stillness. Your shoulders relax, your jaw unclenches. The tension you've been carrying all day begins to melt away. Looking ahead in the distance, you can see the faint silhouette of a farmhouse. A thin curl of smoke rises from its chimney, a comforting sign of life, of a home settling in for the night. Perhaps a family is gathering for their evening meal, their voices soft and low. There are no bright, glaring lights, only the warm, flickering glow from a single window. It's a reminder of a simpler existence, one that is connected to the land and to the cycles of day and night. The farm seems so far away, a tiny beacon in the vast, darkening landscape. It doesn't call for your attention or demand anything from you. It's just there, a quiet part of this peaceful world you've entered. The sun has finally dipped below the horizon, and the sky is now a deep, velvety indigo. The first stars are beginning to appear, shyly at first, then more boldly, scattered like tiny diamonds across the vast canvas above. The air grows cooler, and a gentle breeze brushes against your skin. It feels refreshing, washing away any lingering worries. The path beneath your feet is barely visible now, but you trust it. You can feel its solid presence guiding you forward. The sounds of the countryside are changing too. The rustling of leaves is joined by the distant, soft chirping of crickets. It's a symphony of the night, gentle and hypnotic. Each sound is a note in a lullaby, created just for you, to soothe your mind and prepare you for sleep. Your steps are even slower now. Your body feels heavier in a pleasant, grounded way. Your eyelids feel heavy too. Each breath you take is deep and slow, filling your lungs with the clean, cool night air. And with each exhale, you release more and more of the day. You release the thoughts, the plans, the worries. They drift away on the breeze, disappearing into the vastness of the countryside. There is nothing left to do, nothing to figure out. You are simply here, walking through this peaceful Roman landscape, held by the quiet of the night. The olive trees stand as silent guardians. The vineyards rest in the dark. The distant farmhouse is a speck of warmth in the cool expanse. Everything is settling down. Everything is at peace. And you are a part of this peace. Your mind, once so busy, is becoming still. The internal noise has quieted down, replaced by the gentle sounds of the night. You can feel the pull of sleep, a gentle tide drawing you out into a calm, deep ocean of rest. The path continues on, but you don't need to see where it leads. You just need to feel the sensation of walking, one slow step after another. Each step takes you deeper into relaxation, deeper into tranquility. The weight of your own body is a comfort, a reminder that you are here, safe and sound. The cool air on your skin, the soft sounds in your ears, the rhythmic motion of your own walking, it all combines to create a powerful sense of peace. You are letting go. You are surrendering to the night, to the quiet, to the deep, healing sleep that awaits. Just keep breathing, slowly and deeply. Let the journey carry you. Let the peace of this ancient land envelop you and guide you into a restful, dreamless sleep. Thanks for joining me tonight. I hope you find the rest you deserve. Follow 4 more journeys like this one.
Tonight, you do not need to achieve anything. You do not need to think ahead or remember anything important. Imagine that for this moment. And for all the moments that follow, you are allowed to rest completely. Now, picture yourself standing at the edge of an ancient Roman city as evening begins. The day is ending, the great sun dipping below the horizon. The streets behind you are slowly growing quiet. The sounds of commerce, of carts on cobblestones, of lively conversations are all beginning to fade. Footsteps echo less, voices become distant murmurs, and the air itself feels softer with every breath you take. You are tired. It's a deep tiredness, not from walking or physical labor, but from carrying too many thoughts for too long. The endless lists, the worries, the plans, they've been a heavy burden. And tonight, you are gently, intentionally, stepping away from all of it. This is not a journey of effort, but a journey of release. With every step you take away from the city gate, your mind begins to slow. The weight of your world, the modern world, loosens its grip, and nothing is being asked of you except to listen and to rest. As you pass through the magnificent stone gate, the sound of the city falls behind you, muffled by the thick, ancient walls. The road beneath your feet changes. The hard, uneven stone gives way to soft, packed earth. The world opens up before you. The countryside stretches out, wide and welcoming. Gentle fields roll toward the distant horizon, and ancient olive trees, with their gnarled, silver-green trunks, stand quietly in the fading light. A soft, cool breeze moves through the tall grass at the roadside, carrying the rich, earthy scent of soil and the sweet fragrance of distant blossoms and wild herbs. Your pace is unhurried. There is no destination in mind, no goal to reach. There is only the simple, profound comfort of moving forward, slowly and peacefully. The Roman countryside feels calm, familiar, and incredibly safe. In the fields nearby, farmers are finishing their work for the day, their movements slow and methodical. You might see the silhouette of a farmer guiding his oxen home, their shadows long in the twilight. Animals are settling for the night, their soft calls echoing gently in the quiet air. The distant hills, which were sharp and clear in the afternoon sun, now turn a soft, deep purple under the setting sun. The sky above is a masterpiece of color, shifting from fiery orange and pink to a serene, deep indigo. Each step you take matches the rhythm of your breathing, steady, slow, and natural. Inhale the clean, country air. Exhale the day's tensions. The road curves gently, not demanding your attention, but simply guiding you deeper into these quiet places, where time itself feels wider and softer. There's no rush here. Time is not a line to be followed, but a space to be in. Your thoughts, once so busy and loud, begin to drift without effort, like clouds passing across the evening sky. You can notice them, but you don't need to hold onto them. Let them go. Feel your muscles, from your shoulders to your feet, begin to loosen and release their grip. Your mind, finally free from its daily duties, begins to rest as this ancient, timeless land carries you forward, gently, lovingly, toward sleep. The path you walk is bordered by low stone walls, crafted by hands from centuries past. Wildflowers grow in the crevices, their colors muted in the dimming light pale yellows, soft whites, and deep blues. The air is so still you can almost hear the silence. It's a living silence, filled with the gentle hum of insects, the distant hoot of an owl, and the rustle of leaves in the breeze. You notice the small details around you. A single, perfect feather lying on the path. The intricate web of a spider glistening with the first drops of evening dew. The way the moonlight, just beginning to appear, casts a silver glow on the leaves of the olive trees. These small, simple observations anchor you in the present moment, pulling you away from the complexities of your thoughts. Your body feels heavier now, but it's a pleasant weight, the weight of relaxation. Your arms swing loosely at your sides. Your feet, cushioned by the soft earth, feel grounded and connected to the land. You are part of this landscape, as much as the trees, the stones, and the gentle hills. You belong here, in this moment of peace. The road continues its gentle, winding journey. It leads you past a small, quiet vineyard, the rows of vines standing in perfect, orderly lines. The grapes are small and hard now, but you can imagine them ripening in the summer sun. A little further on, you see a small farmhouse, a single light glowing warmly in a window. It's a beacon of comfort and tranquility, a sign of home and rest. You don't feel the need to stop. The gentle motion of walking is soothing, like being rocked in a cradle. Each step is a release. Each breath is a gift. The constant forward movement is carrying you further and further away from worry and closer to deep, restorative rest. The moon is higher now, a bright, silver coin in the dark velvet sky. Millions of stars are beginning to appear, scattered like diamond dust across the cosmos. They look brighter here, away from the city lights, and they feel ancient, eternal. Looking up at them, you feel a sense of perspective. Your concerns, which seemed so large just a short while ago, now feel small and distant under the vast, starry canopy. The scent of night-blooming jasmine drifts on the air, a sweet, intoxicating perfume that calms the senses. The gentle breeze feels like a soft blanket being draped over your shoulders. Every element of this ancient night is conspiring to bring you peace, to cradle you in its quiet embrace. You feel your eyelids growing heavy. The desire to lie down and close your eyes becomes stronger with each step. The path seems to understand, leading you toward a gentle slope, a small, grassy knoll overlooking the valley. It looks like the perfect place to rest. The grass is soft and thick, like a natural carpet. As you reach this spot, you feel ready. The journey has served its purpose. It has quieted your mind and relaxed your body. You lie down on the soft grass, your head resting on a pillow of sweet-smelling clover. The ground beneath you is solid and supportive, holding you securely. You gaze up at the stars one last time. A shooting star streaks across the sky, a fleeting, beautiful reminder of the magic of the universe. You make no wish. You simply observe, feeling a profound sense of gratitude for this moment of perfect peace. Your breathing is deep and even now. The rise and fall of your chest is a slow, steady rhythm. The sounds of the night, the crickets, the breeze, the distant owl become a gentle lullaby, weaving a cocoon of sound around you. You are safe. You are comfortable. You are completely at peace. There is nothing left to do, nothing to think about. You have given yourself permission to let go, and your body and mind have gratefully accepted. You can feel the final remnants of tension dissolving, melting away into the earth beneath you. You are drifting now, floating on a sea of tranquility, being carried gently toward the shores of deep, restful sleep. The ancient Roman countryside holds you in its embrace, promising a night of profound and healing rest. Sleep now, rest now, good night. The road stretches quietly ahead, a silent ribbon laid across the landscape. It was built solid and patient, crafted by hands long gone, whose stories are now whispered by the wind that sweeps across the stones. As you walk, you can almost feel the echoes of their labor, the dedication poured into every single piece of this path. It wasn't built for speed, not in the way we think of it today. It was built for connection, for endurance, for the slow and steady rhythm of life. Stone markers appear at calm, regular intervals. They aren't like modern signs, shouting distances and demanding attention. These markers are subtle, measuring the journey without any sense of urgency. They stand like patient sentinels. Having watched countless seasons come and go, they've seen generations of travelers pass by, each with their own purpose, their own story. Each stone is a small monument to the concept of passage, a quiet acknowledgement that every step is part of a larger whole. Travelers pass slowly here. You see some on foot, their steps deliberate, their sandals stirring up little puffs of ancient dust. You see others with animals, perhaps a donkey laden with goods, or a cart pulled by a steady horse. The pace is unhurried. No one is rushing. It feels as though movement here follows the natural cadence of the land itself. The sun dictates the start and end of the day's journey, not a clock. The air is filled with the gentle sounds of this slow progress, the soft scuff of sandals on the earth, the rhythmic creak of a wooden cart, the low murmur of conversation. The countryside seems to welcome all who move through it. The fields on either side are a patchwork of greens and golds, depending on the season. The trees offer shade, their leaves rustling a gentle tune. This isn't a landscape to be conquered or sped through. It's one to be experienced, to be felt. The road exists not to hurry you from one point to another, but to connect. It links villages nestled in valleys, farms spread across rolling hills, and the quiet, everyday lives of the people who call this place home. It's the artery through which the lifeblood of the community flows. As you continue your journey, you notice how your own rhythm begins to change. Your breathing becomes slow and deep, syncing with the gentle pace of your walk. Your thoughts, usually a whirlwind of tasks and worries, begin to drift freely. The constant pressure of modern life melts away, replaced by a simple awareness of the present moment. The warmth of the sun on your skin, the feel of the breeze against your face, the sight of a bird soaring high above. These simple things become profound. The journey continues almost without effort, as if the road itself is carrying you along. This path is more than just a route. It's a living museum. Every stone, every bend, every weathered marker holds a piece of history. Imagine the merchants who traveled this way, their carts filled with spices, textiles, and news from afar. Think of the pilgrims, their hearts full of faith, walking towards a sacred destination. Picture the soldiers marching with purpose, their armor glinting in the sun. And think of the ordinary people, the farmers, the artisans, the families, for whom this road was simply a part of their daily existence, a way to visit a neighbor or bring their goods to market. Walking here is a form of meditation, the repetitive motion of placing one foot in front of the other becomes a mantra. The mind quiets down. You start to notice the small details you would otherwise miss. The intricate pattern of a spider's web glistening with morning dew, the vibrant colors of wildflowers growing in the cracks between the stones, the distant sound of a church bell ringing in a nearby village. The world opens up in a way it never can when you're rushing. It's a reminder that the destination is often just an excuse for the journey itself. The connection to the past is palpable. You are literally walking in the footsteps of history. It's a humbling experience to realize how many have come before you and how many might come after. This road has withstood the test of time, a testament to the skill and foresight of its builders. It has seen empires rise and fall, cultures change, and technologies evolve. Yet, it remains. It is a constant, a physical link to our collective human story. It reminds us that we are part of something much larger than ourselves, a long chain of humanity stretching back through the ages. And as you walk, you also connect with the present. You might encounter a local farmer tending to his flock and exchange a simple greeting. You might stop in a small village tavern and share a meal with strangers, listening to their stories. These interactions are genuine, unhurried. The road fosters a sense of community, even among those who are just passing through. It strips away the anonymity of modern travel and brings us back to a more human scale of interaction. There's a unique sense of freedom on a road like this. You are not bound by schedules or timetables. You can stop whenever you wish, to rest under a tree, to admire a view, or simply to be still and listen to the sounds of nature. Your journey is your own to create. This freedom is not about escaping reality, but about engaging with it more deeply, on your own terms. It's about reclaiming your time and your attention from the countless distractions of the modern world. As the day draws to a close, the light begins to soften. The long shadows of the trees stretch across the path. The air grows cooler. There's a sense of peace that descends upon the landscape. The journey for the day might be ending, but the road itself continues on, disappearing into the dusky horizon. It will be there tomorrow, waiting patiently, ready to welcome new travelers, ready to share its ancient wisdom with anyone willing to slow down and listen. This is the magic of the ancient road. It's not just a way to get from one place to another. It's a journey back in time, a meditation in motion, and a profound connection to the land and the generations of people who have shaped it. It teaches us the value of patience, the beauty of simplicity, and the importance of the journey over the destination. It reminds us that sometimes the most meaningful progress is made when we are not rushing at all. It's a path that leads not just to a physical place, but to a deeper understanding of ourselves and our place in the world. Thank you so much for joining me on this thoughtful journey today. If you enjoyed this reflection, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel for more content that explores the quieter, more meaningful paths in life. See you on the next journey. Have you ever wondered what it feels like to wake up not to the sound of an alarm clock, but to the gentle glow of dawn painting the sky, to feel the cool, dewy grass beneath your feet as the world slowly stirs to life? This isn't just a dream. It's a daily rhythm, a life woven into the very fabric of the land. Out here, life moves at a different pace. It follows the seasons, not the seconds on a clock. The day begins with the soft lowing of cattle, a gentle reminder that life is stirring and the chores await. There's a certain magic in the morning mist as it hangs low over the fields, shrouding the world in a quiet mystery. Each sunrise brings with it a promise, a fresh start, a new day to nurture the earth that nurtures us in return. Feeding the animals is the first ritual. The clucking of chickens as they spill out of their coop, the eager bleats of goats, the contented sighs of the cows. Each sound is a note in the farm's morning symphony. It's a conversation without words, a bond built on care and routine. Pouring the grain, topping up the water, a gentle pat on a furry head. These small acts are the foundation of the day, a constant loop of giving and receiving. Then, it's time to turn to the fields. The soil, rich and dark, feels alive under your fingertips. Planting a tiny seed is an act of faith. You place it in the earth, cover it gently, and trust. You trust in the sun, the rain, and the quiet, unseen work happening beneath the surface. It teaches you patience, watching and waiting as a small green shoot pushes its way towards the light. It's a miracle that unfolds in slow motion, a testament to the resilience of life. The days are filled with the simple, satisfying tasks that keep a farm breathing. Mending a fence isn't just a chore, it's protecting the flock. Weeding the garden isn't just labor, it's giving your vegetables the space to thrive. Every action has a purpose, a direct and tangible result. You can see the fruits of your labor right in front of you, from a sturdy fence line to a basket overflowing with ripe, red tomatoes, still warm from the sun. Lunch is often eaten right in the shade of a big old tree, with a view that stretches for miles. The food tastes different here. A simple sandwich, a fresh-picked apple, a glass of cool water, it all feels more nourishing, more real. It's a moment to pause, to breathe in the scent of freshly cut hay and wildflowers, and to simply be present. The world of deadlines and notifications fades away, replaced by the buzz of bees and the rustle of leaves in the breeze. As the afternoon sun begins to mellow, the work continues, but the energy shifts. It's a time for harvesting, for gathering the bounty the earth has offered. The snap of a fresh green bean, the sweet smell of ripe berries, the earthy aroma of potatoes just pulled from the ground. Each one is a small victory, a reward for months of patience and hard work. It's a deeply satisfying feeling, knowing you're holding something you helped bring into the world. There's a deep connection that forms when you work so closely with the land. You learn its language. You know the feel of the soil when it's thirsty, the look of the sky before a storm, the way the light changes as the seasons turn. You become a part of the ecosystem, not just an observer. It's a partnership, a dance between human effort and the wild, untamable spirit of nature. Evenings on the farm are a time for winding down. The animals are settled in for the night, their soft sounds a gentle lullaby. The tools are cleaned and put away, ready for another day. As dusk settles, the sky puts on a spectacular show, painting itself in shades of orange, pink, and purple. It's a daily masterpiece that no artist could ever truly capture. Sitting on the porch as the stars begin to appear, a sense of peace settles over everything. The air grows cooler, carrying the scent of damp earth and blooming night flowers. The only sounds are the chirping of crickets and the distant hoot of an owl. It's in these quiet moments that you feel the profound harmony of it all. The feeling that you are exactly where you are meant to be, a small but essential part of a much larger, beautiful world. This life isn't about escaping the world, but about connecting with it on a deeper level. It's about understanding where our food comes from, appreciating the simple things, and finding joy in the rhythm of the seasons. It's a reminder that we are all connected to this earth, and that by caring for it, we are also caring for ourselves. It's a quiet, peaceful life, full of hard work and simple rewards. A life in true harmony with the land. Thank you for joining me on this little journey. If you found a moment of peace with us today, consider liking this video and subscribing for more quiet adventures. We'd love to have you back on the farm again soon. Have you ever dreamed of a life far away from the hustle and bustle? A quiet corner of the world where time seems to slow down? Well, today, I want to take you with me to a place just like that. This isn't just a house tour. It's an invitation into a slower, more intentional way of living. We're stepping into a small home nestled in the countryside. A place that has taught me so much about what it truly means to be content. Imagine waking up not to an alarm, but to the gentle glow of morning light filtering through your window. The sound of birdsong your only symphony. This is where our story begins. The first thing you'll notice when you arrive is the silence. A deep, peaceful quiet that's so rare in our modern world. And then there's the house itself. It's small, unassuming, built with materials that feel like they've grown right out of the earth. It doesn't shout for attention. It whispers a welcome. Stepping over the threshold, you leave the noise of the outside world behind. The air inside is cool and smells faintly of earth and wood smoke. It's a scent that instantly grounds you, connecting you to something ancient and real. This isn't just a building, it's a sanctuary, a space designed for rest, reflection, and connection. For the first 2 minutes of your visit, you might just want to stand here in the entryway and breathe. Let the stillness seep into your bones. Notice how the light plays across the textured walls, how every object seems to have its own story. There's a palpable sense of peace here, a feeling that everything is exactly as it should be. It's in this simplicity that we find the home's true luxury. Forget sprawling mansions and high-tech gadgets. The real wealth here is found in moments of quiet contemplation, in the joy of a simple meal shared with loved ones, and in the deep, restorative sleep that comes after a day spent close to nature. This is more than a home. It's a feeling, and I can't wait to share more of it with you. Let's start with the foundation of this home, literally. The floor beneath our feet isn't made of cold tile or synthetic laminate. It's made of clay, packed earth that feels wonderfully cool and solid. Walking barefoot on it is a unique sensation, like you're connected directly to the ground below. It's a constant, gentle reminder of our connection to nature. The walls are a soft, uneven plaster, painted in a warm, creamy white that catches the light beautifully throughout the day. You can see the hand of the person who built it in every soft curve and imperfection. It's these little details that give the house its soul. It doesn't strive for perfection. It celebrates the beauty of the handmade, the wabi-sabi of a life lived with intention. Now, let's talk about the furniture. You won't find any mass-produced, flat-pack items here. Almost everything is made of wood, solid and sturdy, with a story etched into its grain. There's a large dining table that serves as the heart of the home. It's not just for eating, it's for conversations, for laughter, for shelling peas from the garden, for planning the day ahead. Its surface is worn smooth by years of use, marked with the history of countless shared moments. The chairs around it are a charmingly mismatched set, each one found at a local market or passed down through generations. They don't match, but they belong together, just like the people who gather here. The kitchen is simple, but incredibly functional. Open wooden shelves line the walls, holding ceramic mugs, stacks of plates, and glass jars filled with grains, beans, and dried herbs from the garden. There's a deep, old-fashioned sink that's perfect for washing fresh vegetables. A small, wood-burning stove sits in the corner, and in the winter, it fills the entire house with a cozy, penetrating warmth. Cooking here isn't a chore. It's a ritual. The process of chopping vegetables, stirring a pot, and smelling the aromas fill the space is a mindful, grounding activity. It's about nourishing the body and the soul with simple, wholesome food. There's a small window above the sink that looks out onto the garden, so you can watch the seasons change while you wash the dishes. Life here revolves around simple, daily rhythms. The day starts early with the sun. There's a quiet ritual of making coffee, sitting on the porch as the morning mist lifts from the fields. It's a time for quiet reflection, for just being present. The work of the day might involve tending to the garden, mending a fence, or simply reading a book in a comfortable armchair by the window. There isn't a rush to be productive in the conventional sense. Instead, the focus is on meaningful activity, on tasks that connect you to your surroundings and to yourself. There's a deep satisfaction that comes from growing your own food, from fixing something with your own hands, from creating a beautiful, comfortable space to live in. Meals are a central part of the day. Lunch is often simple, something made with whatever is fresh from the gardener's salad, a simple soup, some fresh bread. It's eaten slowly, savored. Dinner is a time to gather, to share stories from the day. The food is uncomplicated but delicious, a celebration of fresh, seasonal ingredients. There's a real joy in eating a tomato that you watched ripen on the vine, or potatoes you dug from the earth yourself. It creates a deep sense of gratitude and connection to the food we eat and the land that provides it. After dinner, there's no glowing television screen demanding attention. Instead, the evening might be spent reading, talking, or simply sitting by the fire, listening to the crackle of the flames. The bedroom is a true sanctuary for rest. The bed is simple, with a wooden frame and crisp linen sheets that feel cool in the summer and cozy in the winter. A single window looks out onto the starry night sky, unobscured by city lights. Sleep comes easily here, deep and restorative. There's a small stack of books on the nightstand, but no other distractions. The room is designed for one purpose: to provide a peaceful, calming environment for rest. It's a reminder that sleep is not a luxury, but an essential part of a healthy, balanced life. Waking up here, you feel truly refreshed, ready for the quiet joys of a new day. This way of life isn't about escaping from the world, but about engaging with it in a more meaningful, deliberate way. It is about finding beauty in the small things, the way the light falls on a wooden floor, the taste of a sun-warmed strawberry, the feeling of cool earth under your feet. It's a reminder that we don't need much to be happy. In fact, stripping away the excess, the noise, the constant striving, can reveal a deeper, more lasting sense of contentment. It's about creating a life that feels authentic and true to who you are. A life that is in harmony with the natural world. Living in a small space like this also teaches you to be intentional about what you own. Every object has a purpose or brings joy. There's no room for clutter, for things you don't truly need or love. It's a process of curating your life, of surrounding yourself only with things that support the life you want to live. This mindset extends beyond physical possessions. It's about being intentional with your time, your energy, and your attention. It's about choosing to focus on what truly matters: connection, community, and a deep appreciation for the simple beauty of everyday life. This home is a testament to the idea that a rich life has nothing to do with the size of your house or the number of your possessions. It's about the quality of your moments and the depth of your connections. Thank you so much for joining me on this little tour, for stepping into this quiet world with me. I hope it has given you a little bit of peace and perhaps some inspiration for bringing more simplicity and intention into your own life. If you enjoyed this glimpse into a slower way of living, please consider subscribing for more stories. Thanks for watching. Listen. Do you hear that? The whisper of wind through the tall grass, a conversation between blades. The delicate rustle of leaves overhead, dancing on their branches. Close your eyes for a moment. Let the world fade away and just listen. There's a symphony playing, one we often miss in our daily rush. The hum of a bumblebee, heavy with pollen, as it drifts from one wildflower to another. The chirping of a cricket, a rhythmic pulse in the warm air. It's the sound of stillness, the sound of life breathing. For the first 2 minutes, there are no words, only this. The pure, unfiltered music of the natural world. This is the sound of peace. This is the sound of being present. Now, as we continue to listen, can you feel the shift? The silence we first found isn't empty. It's full of tiny, intricate details. The distant call of a crow, a stark note against the soft backdrop. The gentle lapping of water against a shore you can't see, a steady, soothing rhythm. It's in these moments, when we allow ourselves to be truly quiet, that we begin to notice the world in high definition. Every sound tells a story. The frantic flutter of a sparrow's wings as it takes flight. The slow, deliberate crawl of an ant over a sun-drenched stone. These aren't just noises. They are the narratives of existence, happening all around us, all the time. We are surrounded by a world that is constantly speaking, not in words, but in vibrations, in frequencies, in the simple, profound language of being alive. And then a new sound enters, faint at first, a metallic clink, a distant, rhythmic tapping. It's not the sound of nature, it's the sound of human hands, of tools, of work. It doesn't shatter the peace, not yet. It weaves itself into the tapestry, a different kind of thread. It reminds us that we are part of this landscape, too. Our sounds, our rhythms, they also belong here. The initial purity of the natural world begins to blend with our own presence. The distant hum could be a machine, or it could be a different kind of insect. The line blurs. What was once a clear distinction between the wild and the tamed becomes a shared space of sound. This is the world we truly live in, not one of pristine, untouched wilderness, but a place of constant, gentle negotiation between our world and the one that was here long before us. The sound of the distant hammer grows a little clearer now, more defined. It's a reminder of purpose, of creation. Someone, somewhere, is building something, mending a fence, perhaps, or framing a house. Their effort, their intention, travels across the fields and valleys to reach our ears. It's a sound of progress, of change. It doesn't feel like an intrusion anymore, but more like a parallel story unfolding. While the bee collects its nectar and the bird sings its song, a person is shaping their own environment. We are all creators in this space. The bird builds its nest, twig by twig. The person builds their shelter, nail by nail. The sounds are different. The materials are different. But the impulse is the same: to make a home, to leave a mark, to interact with the world around us. Think about the sounds of your own life: the click of your keyboard, the hum of the refrigerator, the laughter of a loved one in another room. We are so accustomed to them that they often become white noise. But what if we listen to them with the same attention we give to the whisper of the wind? What stories do they tell? The familiar creak of a floorboard might speak of a house filled with memories. The bubbling of a pot on the stove tells a story of nourishment and care. Our lives are scored by a soundtrack we rarely acknowledge. By paying attention to the sounds of nature, we can learn to pay attention to the sounds of our own existence, finding the music and the meaning in the mundane. The distant tapping has become a part of the symphony now, a percussive beat in the grand orchestra of the day. The wind picks up a little, and the sound of the leaves becomes more urgent, a rushing, sweeping chorus. It almost drowns out the other, more delicate noises. The world is never static. It is in a constant state of flux. The soundscape is always changing, moment by moment. A cloud passes over the sun, and for a moment, the insects quiet down. A gust of wind carries the scent of rain and the sound of a far-off train whistle. A lonely, mournful cry that speaks of journeys and distance. Each new sound adds another layer of complexity, another emotional note. It's a lesson in letting go. We can't hold on to the perfect, silent moment. We can only experience it as it passes, appreciating its beauty before it transforms into something new. The world is a river of sound, and we are sitting on its bank, watching it flow by. As the day continues, the sounds evolve. The bright, sharp chirps of morning birds give way to the lazy drone of cicadas in the afternoon heat. The energy shifts. The distant work has paused. The hammer is silent. A different kind of quiet settles in, a heavy, warm stillness. This is the time for rest, for contemplation. It's in these lulls that we can process what we've heard, what we've felt. The initial purity, the gentle intrusion, the merging of two worlds. It all settles within us. We realize that silence isn't the absence of sound, but the space between sounds. It's the canvas upon which the world paints its auditory masterpiece. And in that space, we find room for our own thoughts, our own reflections. We become part of the silence, and the silence becomes a part of us. Listen again. What do you hear now? Perhaps the day is drawing to a close. The light is changing, and so are the sounds. The evening chorus begins. The crickets return, their song now more confident, more insistent. A frog might add its deep, resonant voice from a nearby pond. The sounds of the day are being put to bed, and the sounds of the night are waking up. The distant world of human activity has faded completely, replaced by a more ancient, primal rhythm. It's a cycle, a daily death and rebirth of sound. By witnessing this transition, we connect with a pattern that has existed for millennia. We are reminded that we are part of something much larger, much older than ourselves. Our own busy day, with its own unique soundtrack, is just one small part of this endless, beautiful cycle. The last of the light fades from the sky. The visual world disappears into shades of grey and black, and our sense of hearing becomes even more acute. The night is alive with a different kind of energy. The rustle in the undergrowth sounds more mysterious. The hoot of an owl carries a sense of wisdom and watchfulness. Every snap of a twig sparks the imagination. This is a world we rarely experience, cocooned in our well-lit homes, insulated from the darkness and its sounds. But out here, the night tells its own stories, full of secrets and wonder. It asks us to trust our ears, to navigate the world through vibration and echo. It's a reminder that there is a whole other dimension of life that unfolds while we sleep. A secret world of sound that continues its symphony long after our own has faded. As our time of listening comes to an end, let's carry this awareness with us. Let's try to find the music in the noise of our lives. Let's seek out moments of quiet, not as an escape, but as an opportunity to truly hear. The world is always speaking to us, in the grandeur of a thunderstorm and in the subtlety of a falling leaf. All it asks is that we pause, that we quiet our own inner chatter, and that we simply listen. The peace we seek is not in a world without sound, but in a world where we have learned to hear the harmony in everything. Thank you for sharing this quiet moment. If this reflection resonated with you, consider subscribing for more journeys into sound and stillness. The sun is awake now, pressing down from the center of the sky. It has climbed to its highest point, a silent, blazing monarch holding court over the day. Down here, the world has slowed to a crawl. The air is thick and heavy, a warm blanket you can almost see shimmering over the rooftops and the quiet streets. Look at the shadows they've shrunk, huddled close to the things that cast them, seeking refuge from the relentless light. They are deep, dark pools of cool, inviting us to step out of the glare and into the calm. This is the hour of stillness, the hour when the world takes a collective breath. In the deep shade of a sprawling fig tree, you can see it. An arm is flung over a face to block the stray daggers of light that pierce the canopy. A fan moves back and forth, a slow, lazy metronome counting the moments. There's no hurry here. The frantic energy of the morning has dissolved, melted away by the heat. Listen closely. It's not the sharp, quick chatter of a busy world, but a softer, more thoughtful exchange. Voices are low, weaving in and out of the drowsy afternoon air like threads in a tapestry. Stories are told, not with grand gestures, but with quiet nods and shared smiles. It's a language of connection that doesn't need to be loud to be heard. In this moment, under the weight of the sun, we find a different kind of life. The body knows. It knows when it's time to surrender. Your limbs feel heavy. Your eyelids droop. It's your physical self responding to the Earth's rhythm. A primal instinct to conserve energy when the world outside is at its most intense. Think of the desert tortoise retreating into its shell. The world doesn't stop, but it slows down, it conserves, it waits. And in this waiting, there is a gift, the gift of observation. You start to notice the way a single leaf drifts down from a branch, spiraling slowly like a tiny dancer. You see the intricate patterns of light and shadow playing across the ground, a constantly shifting mosaic. You become aware of the subtle scent of dry earth and blooming flowers carried on the faintest breeze. These are the details that are lost in the rush, the tiny miracles that fill the quiet moments. This stillness is a form of meditation, an anchor in the swirling currents of the day. Your breath, which you might not have noticed all morning, becomes a focus. Each breath is a small wave, rising and falling, washing away the tension from your shoulders, your jaw, your mind. The endless list of things to do, the worries that buzz like flies in your head, they all begin to fade into the background. They lose their power in the face of this profound physical calm. The body's rest becomes the mind's peace. It's a simple, powerful exchange. A return to the self that we so often neglect in our hurry to get things done. What happens when we ignore this call to rest? We push through, but we pay a price for this resistance. Our edges become frayed. Our patience wears thin. Our creativity dries up. We become like a river that is dammed, its natural flow blocked, the pressure building until something has to give. We mistake busyness for effectiveness, and movement for progress. But true progress, true creativity, often blossoms in the spaces of stillness. Think of it as a fallow field. A farmer knows that you cannot plant this same crop in this same soil, season after season, without depleting it. The soil needs time to rest, to recover its nutrients, to be replenished. Our minds and our spirits are no different. This midday pause is our fallow season. It's a time for the soil of our inner world to recover, to integrate the experiences of the morning, and to prepare for the activities of the afternoon and evening. When we allow ourselves this period of rest, we are not losing time. We are investing it. We are allowing our subconscious to work its quiet magic, untangling knots, making new connections, and generating fresh ideas. How many times has the solution to a stubborn problem come to you? Not when you were staring at it intently, but when you were taking a walk, or showering, or simply gazing out a window? This is the power of the unstructured pause. It's in these moments of non-doing that the most profound doing often takes place, deep beneath the surface of our conscious awareness. So the next time you feel that wave of afternoon sleepiness, that pull towards the shade, don't fight it. See it as an invitation from your wisest self to replenish your inner soil. Let's return to the shade of that tree. The slow conversations have quieted now. Someone is asleep, their chest rising and falling in a steady, peaceful rhythm. This isn't emptiness. It's a different kind of fullness. In this space, we can reconnect with ourselves. The noise of the outside world, the demands, the expectations, the constant stream of information is muted. And in that quiet, we can begin to hear our own inner voice again. This is a time for gentle self-inquiry, not with the goal of finding an immediate answer, but simply with the intention of listening. This practice of pausing is a form of deep self-respect. It's a declaration that our well-being is more important than our to-do list. It's an acknowledgement that we are not machines designed for perpetual output. We are natural beings, cyclical and rhythmic, and we thrive when we honor those rhythms. We live in a culture that often celebrates burnout as a badge of honor, that equates exhaustion with dedication. But the deepest wisdom, the most sustainable path, lies in balance. It lies in understanding the interplay of energy and rest, of doing and being. This midday stillness is a powerful teacher of that balance. It shows us that there is strength in surrender, productivity in peace, and clarity in quiet. It reminds us that we can be both active and receptive, engaged and at rest. So let this feeling of calm seep into your bones. Let it be a reminder that you are deserving of rest, not just when you are sick or exhausted, but every single day, as a fundamental part of a healthy, whole life. This is your time to recharge, to reconnect, and to simply be. As the sun begins its slow descent from its peak, a subtle shift occurs. The shadows, which had been so small and tight, begin to stretch. The air, while still warm, loses its oppressive weight. A gentle breeze, the first messenger of the coming evening, stirs the leaves. The world is beginning to wake up again, but it's a different kind of waking than the one that happened at dawn. The person who was asleep slowly blinks their eyes open, reorienting to the softened light. The conversations may begin again, but they carry with them the residue of the quiet, a more thoughtful and measured tone. The frenetic energy of the morning has been replaced by a more sustained, grounded vitality. This is the gift of the pause fully realized. We re-enter the flow of the day not depleted, but restored. Not drained, but replenished. We have honored the natural cycle of the day, and in doing so, we have honored ourselves. The rest of the afternoon stretches out before us, not as a marathon to be endured, but as a landscape to be explored with renewed energy and a peaceful heart. Carry this feeling with you. Remember the deep cool of the shade and the soft murmur of quiet talk. Remember the wisdom of your own body when it asks for stillness. You don't need a sprawling fig tree or a perfect, sun-drenched day to find this peace. Step away from your screen for 5 minutes and look out the window. These small acts of stillness are not escapes from life. They are deeper entries into it. They are the moments that ground us, that center us, and that allow us to move through our days with more grace, more awareness, and more joy. The sun will continue its journey across the sky, and the world will continue to turn. But now, you have a secret sanctuary inside you, a place of quiet and rest that you can return to whenever you need it. You have remembered the profound and simple wisdom of the pause. Thank you for sharing this quiet time with me. Imagine with me, for a moment, the day beginning to close. The sun, tired from its long journey across the sky, starts its slow descent. It dips towards the horizon, painting the world in shades of amber and gold. This is the golden hour, a magical time when everything seems to slow down, to take a deep, collective breath. Look out across the fields. See how the shadows stretch long and thin, reaching out like gentle fingers across the land. The trees, the fences, even the smallest blades of grass cast these elegant, elongated silhouettes. It's as if the world is creating a masterpiece of light and shadow, just for this fleeting moment. The vibrant greens of the afternoon soften into deeper, richer tones, and the sky above transforms into a canvas of orange, pink, and soft purple. Out in the countryside, The day's work is drawing to a close. The steady hum of machinery fades, replaced by a quiet sense of accomplishment. Tools are cleaned and put away, gates are latched, and the fields are left to rest under the watchful eye of the coming twilight. There's a satisfaction in the air, a feeling of a day well spent, of tasks completed. The farmer walks back from the fields, their pace unhurried, their shoulders relaxed, their gaze sweeping over the land they've tended with care. As the human world quiets, the natural world begins its own evening ritual. Listen closely. Can you hear the birds singing their last songs of the day? It's a softer, more melodic chorus than their boisterous morning calls. They are settling into their nests, tucking their heads under their wings, preparing for the night. In the meadows, deer might step cautiously from the cover of the trees, their graceful forms silhouetted against the setting sun. Squirrels have made their final trips, their cheeks full, their nests stocked. Even the insects seem to buzz with a gentler rhythm, a lullaby for the fading light. And in the homes that dot the landscape, lights begin to flicker on, one by one. They are warm, welcoming beacons. In the growing dusk, inside, families are coming together. The sounds of the day, the emails, the phone calls. The deadlines are replaced by the gentle clatter of plates, the sizzle of food cooking, and the murmur of conversation. Laughter spills from open windows, mingling with the sweet scent of evening blossoms. Children are finishing their games, their calls growing softer as they're called inside. It's a time of reconnection, of sharing stories from the day, of simply being together. The world outside may be vast, but inside these small pockets of light, a sense of closeness and comfort grows. This is the moment the day has been working towards, a peaceful conclusion, a gentle embrace before the stillness of the night. Let's stay in this moment a little longer. Feel the air as it begins to cool. A gentle breeze whispers through the leaves, carrying the scent of damp earth and blooming night flowers like jasmine or honeysuckle. It's a refreshing scent, washing away the heat and dust of the day. The world feels clean, renewed. This transition is so subtle, so graceful. It's not an abrupt end, but a slow, deliberate fade. The sun sinks lower still, its final rays kissing the tops of the hills, turning them a brilliant, fiery orange before finally disappearing from view. But the beauty doesn't end when the sun is gone. Now, the afterglow takes over. The sky holds onto the light for as long as it can. The western horizon, a beautiful gradient of deep crimson to soft indigo. This is the twilight, a quiet, contemplative time. The birds are silent now, and a deeper stillness settles over the land. It's a time for reflection, for looking back on the day with a sense of peace. What did we learn? What brought us joy? What are we grateful for? The quiet of the evening provides the perfect space for these thoughts to surface, without the rush and noise of the daytime. As the last vestiges of color fade from the sky, the first stars begin to appear. First one, then another, then 1,000 more, like tiny diamonds scattered across a velvet cloth. The moon, perhaps just a sliver or a brilliant full orb, begins its ascent, casting a soft, silvery light over the world. The shadows are different now, no longer long and thin, but soft and pooled at the bases of trees and buildings. The world takes on a new, mysterious beauty under the moonlight. The familiar landscape is transformed, its details softened, its edges blurred. Listen again. The sounds of the night are different from those of the day. The gentle hoot of an owl, the chirping of crickets, the distant bark of a dog. These are the sounds of a world at rest, yet still very much alive. It's a symphony of quiet, a reminder that even in the darkness, life continues its steady, rhythmic pulse. It's a comforting sound, a natural soundtrack for sleep and for dreams. Inside our homes, the evening winds down. The dinner plates are cleared. The stories have been told. Perhaps there's the soft rustle of a book's pages turning, or the low hum of a television in another room. The pace is slow, relaxed. The frantic energy of the day has completely dissipated, replaced by a comfortable lethargy. It's a time for winding down, for preparing the body and mind for rest. A warm drink, a soft blanket, a quiet moment of solitude. These are the simple rituals that help us transition from the busyness of our waking hours to the restorative peace of sleep. This entire process, from the setting of the sun to the deep quiet of the night, is a gift. It's a daily reminder that every day has a beginning, a middle, and an end. It teaches us the importance of cycles, of work, and of rest. In our often chaotic lives, it's easy to rush from one thing to the next, to forget to pause and appreciate these simple, beautiful transitions. But the end of the day invites us to slow down, to be present, to simply be. It encourages a sense of gratitude. Gratitude for the light and the warmth of the sun. Gratitude for the work we were able to do. Gratitude for the food on our tables and the roof over our heads. Gratitude for the people we share our lives with. And gratitude for the quiet, for the chance to recharge and renew ourselves for the day to come. It's in these quiet moments of reflection that we often find the most clarity and peace. So tonight, as the day comes to a close wherever you are, I invite you to take a moment to notice it. Step outside if you can, or simply look out a window. Watch the colors of the sky change. Listen to the sounds of the evening. Feel the shift in the air. Allow yourself to be fully present in this moment of transition. Let the peace of the evening wash over you, calming your mind and soothing your spirit. Let go of the worries of the day and embrace the stillness of the night. Think of the world settling into a state of slumber, and allow yourself to do the same. Know that just as the sun sets, it will also rise again. A new day, with new possibilities, is just a few hours away. But for now, there is only this quiet, this peace, this gentle end to a day. Let it be a balm for your soul. Thank you for sharing this quiet moment with me. I hope you find rest and peace tonight. Good night. The day is drawing to a close, and with it, a gentle hush falls over the world. As the last sliver of sunlight dips below the horizon, the sky transforms into a deep, velvety canvas of indigo and violet. The vibrant colors of the day surrender to the quiet majesty of twilight. This is a sacred time, a pause between the world of doing and the world of being. The air grows cooler, carrying the faint scent of damp earth and evening blossoms. The sounds of the day, the distant traffic, the chatter of people, the hum of activity begin to fade, replaced by the subtle symphony of the night. A lone bird might offer its final, melodic call before settling in for the night. A sweet farewell to the light. The world around you begins to exhale, letting go of the day's energy and inviting you to do the same. This transition from light to dark is not an ending, but a beautiful, necessary beginning, the start of a period of rest, rejuvenation, and quiet contemplation. It is nature's own lullaby, a signal that it is time to turn inward. Now, look up into that ever-deepening sky. One by one, like tiny, distant diamonds, the stars begin to emerge. At first, just the brightest ones appear, brave pioneers in the vast darkness. Venus, perhaps, hanging low and brilliant, a steady beacon. Then, as your eyes adjust and the last vestiges of daylight vanish, more and more points of light prick the darkness. Soon, the sky is awash with them, a breathtaking, glittering tapestry that has captivated humanity for millennia. Constellations, faint nebulae, and the soft, milky sweep of our own galaxy stretch across the celestial sphere. Each star is a sun, a distant furnace of unimaginable power. Yet from here, they are just soft, gentle lights. They have shone down on this planet for eons, witnessing the rise and fall of mountains, the ebb and flow of oceans, and the long, slow story of life itself. There is a profound silence in their gaze, a timeless peace that transcends our daily worries and concerns. They are a reminder of the vastness of the universe and our own small, precious place within it. They ask for nothing, but offer a sense of perspective and wonder. As we gaze upon this ancient spectacle, it is easy to feel a connection to the countless generations who have looked up at this very same sky. Imagine a time long before the glow of cities, when the night was truly dark. Our ancestors lived by the rhythms of the sun and moon. For them, the arrival of night was not something to be fought with artificial light, but a natural and welcome invitation to rest. The darkness brought the community together around a crackling fire, a time for storytelling, for quiet reflection, and for sleep. The countryside, even today, holds onto this ancient calm. Away from the constant stimulation of modern life, you can still feel the primal rhythm. The deep quiet of a rural night is not an emptiness, but a fullness. It's filled with the rustle of leaves in a gentle breeze, the distant hoot of an owl, the chirping of crickets. These are the sounds of a world at peace, a world that knows how to rest and recharge. This deep, instinctual need for rest is still within us, even if our modern lives often try to make us forget it. We are bombarded with information, with screens, with demands on our time and energy, from the moment we wake until the moment we try to sleep. Our minds are constantly racing, processing, and planning. But just as the earth needs the night to cool and heal, our bodies and minds need this time of profound rest to repair and rejuvenate. Sleep is not a luxury. It is a fundamental pillar of our well-being. It is during sleep that our memories are consolidated, our cells are repaired, and our emotional balance is restored. By allowing ourselves to truly disconnect and surrender to the night, we are honoring a deep, biological wisdom that has been passed down through the ages. We are tapping into that same ancient calm that our ancestors knew so well, finding sanctuary not in a physical place, but in a state of being. It's about giving yourself permission to let go of the day, with all its triumphs and troubles, and to simply be. So now, let's begin to guide your body and mind into that state of deep, restorative rest. Find a comfortable position, lying on your back or your side, whatever feels most natural for you. Allow your body to feel heavy and supported by the surface beneath you. Let your arms rest loosely by your sides, your shoulders relax away from your ears, and your legs fall into a comfortable position. Close your eyes gently, as if you are simply lowering a soft curtain over the day. There is nothing else you need to do, nowhere else you need to be. This time is just for you. This is your time to receive the gift of rest. Let go of any lingering thoughts or tensions from the day. Imagine them as little clouds, simply drifting by and dissolving into the vast, peaceful sky of your mind. You don't need to push them away. Just observe them without judgment and let them go. Your only task now is to breathe. Let's turn our attention to the breath. Your breath is your anchor to the present moment, a gentle rhythm that has been with you all day and will be with you all night. We're not going to try to change it, just notice it. Feel the cool air as it enters your nostrils, travels down into your lungs, and feel the gentle expansion of your chest and belly. Then, feel the slightly warmer air as it leaves your body, carrying with it any tension you might be holding. Notice the subtle pause at the end of the exhale, a moment of complete stillness before the next breath begins. This simple, life-sustaining rhythm is a source of profound calm. It's a physical reminder that you are safe, you are supported, and you are at peace. Let each breath be a wave of relaxation, washing over you from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. With every inhale, you are breathing in calm. With every exhale, you are releasing everything else. Now, we will begin a simple breathing exercise to deepen this state of relaxation. We will practice a slow, gentle rhythm. I will guide you. Let's begin by softly breathing out all the air from your lungs. Now, inhale slowly and deeply through your nose for a count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath gently for just a moment. And now, exhale slowly and completely through your mouth or nose for a count of 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's repeat that. Inhale slowly and quietly. 2, 3, dash for dot pause. And exhale, letting go completely. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Feel your body softening with each exhale. Again, a deep, gentle inhale. 2, 3, 4. And a long, slow exhale, releasing and relaxing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Continue this pattern on your own for a few moments. A slow inhale and an even slower, longer exhale. Feel the rhythm lull you into a state of deep tranquility. As you continue to breathe in this slow, deliberate way, notice how your body responds. Feel the muscles in your face softening, your jaw unclenching, the space between your eyebrows smoothing out. Allow this wave of relaxation to flow down into your neck and shoulders, releasing any knots of tension you might have been carrying there. Let it continue down your arms, all the way to your fingertips, which may feel warm and heavy. Feel your chest and your back sinking deeper into the surface beneath you, fully supported, fully at ease. The relaxation flows down into your abdomen, softening your core. It moves through your hips, your thighs, and down your legs, releasing any tightness in your calves. Finally, feel it reach your feet and your toes, completing the journey. Your entire body is now heavy, relaxed, and peaceful. You are floating in a sea of calm. Your mind, too, is becoming quiet. The thoughts that may have been racing earlier are now slowing down, becoming more distant, like murmurs from a faraway room. If a thought does arise, simply acknowledge it without attachment and gently guide your focus back to the sensation of your breath. The long, slow exhale is your key. It signals to your nervous system that it is safe to rest, safe to let go, safe to enter a state of deep sleep. You are drifting now on the edge of consciousness, in that magical space between wakefulness and dreams. This is a place of healing and peace. There is nothing to figure out, nothing to solve. All that matters is this present moment of profound stillness. You are safe, you are comfortable, and you are ready for a night of deep, restorative, and peaceful sleep. Let the last of your awareness dissolve into the darkness like a drop of ink in water. Allow the rhythm of your breath to carry you into the world of dreams. You have done enough for today. You have earned this rest. Let your body do what it knows how to do best when you are asleep, to heal, to restore, and to prepare you for a new day. Trust in this process. Surrender to the gentle pull of sleep. Imagine yourself drifting on a calm, quiet river under a sky full of soft, gentle starlight. The water is warm, and the boat is secure, rocking you gently into a state of complete peace. There are no worries here, no obligations. There is only the soft sound of the water, the gentle movement of the boat, and the deep, comforting darkness of the night. Let the current carry you. Let yourself go. Good night. Sleep well. And may your dreams be as peaceful as this moment. Rest now. Just rest.